The San Francisco 49ers have secured yet another vital player, and I am eager to delve into the details about this individual. Interestingly, I'm not the only one who sees him as crucial. We'll unpack that shortly and clarify exactly what we mean by that. Later on, we'll also discuss several individuals whose perspectives have shifted from negative to positive, and I believe their insights will add a lot to our conversation. So keep that in mind. It would be great if you joined us for daily conversations about the 49ers. Your involvement really strengthens our community, and I appreciate everyone who engages with us. I'll also respond to some of your comments today. But first, let's explore the 49ers' perspective on the draft, which was undeniably intriguing. To begin, let's highlight a few key takeaways before we jump into an audio segment. A commentator remarked that the player we're discussing is an exceptional run defender and is already making a big impact in that area. He has all the necessary tools. The same commentator also said he couldn't name 2 or 3 players better than another standout, emphasizing that our guy couldn't be in a more advantageous position than being alongside that individual. He called it a brilliant pick. Moving on to the next selection, it was noted that the player would also be quite strong against the run, signaling readiness to thrive in that aspect of the game. That was our second choice. As for the third pick, it felt a bit early. The player has talent, but it might have been slightly premature in the draft to select him. That's a reasonable take, especially considering injury concerns. However, looking at the player's current status, one could argue the timing was just right. Ultimately, it depends on how well he fits into the system. There is also discussion around another player who's regarded as one of the top slot cornerbacks. He's extremely reliable, and in this case, the analytics don't tell the whole story. No cornerback allows less separation in one-on-one matchups. Although he plays mostly in the slot, he's a remarkable talent. The issue, however, is that someone is already occupying that role. Still, his ranking was impressively high and represented solid value. While this was seen as a great find, it's important to note that corner wasn't viewed as a top need. There are 2 other players we should address. We'll touch on the necessity aspect in a moment, but first, let's recap. The analytics show no corner allows less separation in single coverage. The term glue guy here isn't about team chemistry. It's about stickiness in coverage. Hearing those kinds of comments gets me genuinely excited. Now, is this an ideal match? I'm eager to hear your thoughts in the comments because your opinions matter. Honestly, what do you think? Do you believe the team is planning to transition a current player into a permanent cornerback role? Is that the motive behind this pick? Or do you think it's simply about adding depth? What are your thoughts? It's clear this player has elite talent, and there's growing anticipation about his impact this upcoming season. Many players have made strong, immediate contributions to this team, as highlighted by experts. Additionally, there were remarks about another player expected to perform well when called upon this year, adding to the list of impact players for the season. The 49ers have seen a series of immediate, positive impact from their recent picks. That observation is supported not only by my perspective, but also by analysts in the field. Speaking of key figures, it's worth highlighting Jordan James, who's expected to shine when his number is called this season. Another name to watch is Curtis Rohr, who recently said he feels he's in a great place right now. If things continue to go well for Curtis, that should benefit the 49ers in the long run. It's worth noting, though, that he might not actually play for the 49ers. There's growing anticipation that our young and promising quarterback could earn a significant contract extension and remain with the team long-term. Then there's Junior Bergen, a player not to be underestimated, especially as a return specialist. This is an area the coaching staff appears eager to explore, giving Junior a real opportunity to showcase his skills in that role. Additionally, he brings the versatility to contribute at wide receiver. Personally, I don't expect that to happen within this coach's system, given how many players are ahead of him on the depth chart. But if he stands out as a returner, he could earn a role similar to others who've thrived mainly in that capacity. That's essentially his primary goal, though he'll also need to contribute occasionally as a wide receiver and on special teams. I already mentioned special teams. I'm not sure why I repeated that. But yes, he must be prepared to step in as a wide out if injuries occur. Now, I've probably been more critical of the next individual than anyone else in the national media. He's known for his takes on the 49ers, and I've been harsh on his views as I often find them misguided or overly simplistic. Generally speaking, I don't value his analysis of this team. So, when his take actually aligns with mine, it feels fair to acknowledge it. Here's what he said about the 49ers draft, and I'll try to summarize it, leaving out anything unsuitable. He believes the 49ers truly nailed this draft. He said they returned to their roots. That's his viewpoint. This guy is often seen as one of the team's harshest critics. At least, that's the impression I get. He said the team was built with intense defensive players. Let's stack up and dominate, he said. They'll fine-tune the offense next year. But the coach is elite. He can patch some things up with his approach. He pointed to Mikael Williams, a standout edge rusher from Georgia. Alfred Collins, similarly, from Texas, coming up the middle. Nick Martin fits everything we've talked about with the 49ers, a bit smaller, fearless, versatile. C.J. West, an excellent defensive tackle out of Indiana, slightly undersized but a real disruptor. That's the commentator's view, and it marks a shift considering how often I've disagreed with him. It's refreshing to finally see him say something truly positive about the draft. That in itself is a change. Maybe not an official one, but to me, it feels like a shift, and I'll take it. Another analysis also gave credit to what the 49ers accomplished in the draft. Interestingly enough, it came from the same analyst who gave them a D grade, which is ironic. To be honest, I don't think anyone in the NFL got a D last year. I'm almost certain of that. We received a C in one draft review, and I remember checking. There were no grades lower than a C-. So that tells you where this stands. According to Pro Football Focus, although the 49ers weren't widely praised, they entered the draft with a clear mission: improve run defense. And they went after that hard. Of San Francisco's 6 defensive picks, 5 earned grades above 80 in run defense for the 2024 season. After a year in which the 49ers' defensive line ranked 26th in run defense grade, with a 46.9, Robert Saleh recognized the need for drastic changes. The team added Mike Williams, Alfred Collins, and C.J. West to reinforce the line. Williams and Collins offer length and versatility, making life difficult for offenses, while West brings size and energy to disrupt A-gaps. Although there are questions about coverage, the 49ers also picked up 2 physical nickel defenders, Upton Stout and Mara Siegel, both of whom graded above 85 in run defense last season. That's a serious injection of power into the defense. Furthermore, PFF now states that the 49ers' run defense is one of the most improved units in the NFL since the 2025 draft. That's coming from the same analyst who once gave them a D. I'll be honest with you. The reason for that D likely lies in how PFF calculates their metrics. It's about perceived needs and how teams address them. There's another problem with draft evaluations I dislike. If you don't pick someone expected to have immediate impact, it doesn't count. Their system seems to favor flashy first-round picks, like a high-end running back, elite quarterback, or blazing receiver. Yet even PFF has adjusted its stance a bit, at least when it comes to acknowledging the importance of what the 49ers achieved defensively. The takeaway is this: PFF shifted its tone, especially in light of the massive overhaul the 49ers executed in their run defense. I'm thrilled about that, and I'm even more excited because we're just 9 days away from rookie minicamp. Incredible, right? 9 days. There will be so many topics to explore between now and then, and well beyond. I'm looking forward to sharing all of it with you. Thanks again to everyone leaving comments and honest feedback. For example, someone recently said they liked the draft, but were unhappy with how the team handled certain things, especially the fact that the first 100 picks were all defense-focused. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a move that has sent ripples through the NFL landscape, veteran offensive tackle Tyron Smith has signed a 4-year deal with the San Francisco 49ers. The announcement has generated significant buzz, as Smith, a perennial Pro Bowler and one of the league's most respected linemen, brings a wealth of experience and leadership to a team already loaded with talent. Smith, who spent the first part of his illustrious career with the Dallas Cowboys, has been a staple on their offensive line since being drafted in the first round in 2011. Known for his rare combination of size, strength, and agility, Smith has consistently been one of the most dominant tackles in the NFL. However, injuries have occasionally hindered his availability in recent seasons, leading many to wonder whether his best years were behind him. Despite these concerns, his signing with the 49ers is seen as a win for both sides. The 49ers have been in the market for a solid, experienced offensive tackle to bolster their line, particularly with the emergence of quarterback Brock Purdy and their star running backs, like Christian McCaffrey. Smith's ability to protect the quarterback and open lanes for the running game will be invaluable for an offense that has struggled at times to keep their signal caller clean. His experience and knowledge of the game should complement the aggressive, fast-paced style of play that has become the hallmark of the 49ers. One of the most intriguing aspects of the move is how Smith's leadership will impact the younger players in the 49ers' offensive line room. With a mix of veterans and up-and-coming talent, Smith's presence provides an opportunity for mentorship and growth. The 49ers have long been a team built on a strong defense, but their offense has been steadily improving. Adding a player of Smith's caliber to the mix could provide the final piece to a potentially explosive unit. For Smith, the change of scenery represents both a challenge and an opportunity. Joining a contender like the 49ers gives him the chance to pursue another Super Bowl ring, something that has eluded him throughout his career. After spending over a decade with the Cowboys, the shift to a new franchise might reignite the fire that made him one of the league's top tackles. As the 49ers enter the next phase of their championship window, adding Tyron Smith is a statement of intent. They're not just looking to compete, they're looking to win. The addition of the veteran offensive lineman strengthens their already formidable roster and sets the stage for another exciting season in the NFC West. Smith's presence should provide stability and protection, factors crucial to the success of the 49ers offense in their pursuit of greatness. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.